Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 figure review, and today I'm reviewing the Pig Slave from Series 3, Daleks Take Manhattan and Evolution of the Daleks, from what I can remember. The first one's definitely called Daleks Take Manhattan. I'm not sure about Evolution of the Daleks, but as I said in my previous video, I got robbed, and that was not nice, obviously. But the nice thing is, one of my friends from school was very nice enough to give me some of his well, not new figures, but his old figures, or just figures that he had. And so the ones that are new to my collection, I will be reviewing. So yeah, this is one of probably the one that I like the least out of the four ones that were new to my collection that he gave me, because obviously it is a bland figure, but I mean, yeah, I really did hate that episode. I mean, if you watch my Series 3 review, where I review, in my reviews of the series, I do the top 3 and the bottom 3, so the 3 that I liked the most out of the series and the 3 that I hated the most out of the series, and and then I try and ponder into why I didn't like them. And obviously, this two-parter was on there. One thing that I did mention is the reason why I didn't like the episode itself was that all of the ideas that the writer had didn't really get embedded into the mythology of the Daleks. And so it was kind of pointless, her or him. I can't remember if it was a him or a her writer, but it was kind of pointless of said writer to do anything really, because I mean, in the end, all of those ideas just ended up not living through the episode itself. Dalek Sec evolves into something new, dies, the pig slaves die, Dalek humans die. So what was the point, really? I mean, pig slaves, they're just slaves, really. They're not much. The head sculpt is really nice. It is reminiscent of a pig. Really nice detail on that, and head sculpt and such. Just a boring, plain old sort of workaday sort of jumpsuit with some nice gloves, brown gloves, and very nicely weathered boots, and a jumper there, and a lot of creases. Not really no innovative at all, obviously. I mean, the characters themselves slash creatures weren't really that interesting at all, and they didn't really have a backstory or anything. They're just slaves that the Daleks made, essentially. And so, but it is nice to get this figure, because from what I can remember of figure wise, this figure was only available in a pack, like old Doctor Who sort of 10th Doctor era pack, figure pack, and obviously I had like two of the figures, or all of the figures but the pig slave or something, and obviously I didn't want to get it just for the pig slave, and so now I don't have to, and also that figure pack would probably be really expensive now. He has a pocket as well, and a bit of a paint bleed or paint scratch as well, but as I said, these are second hand figures, so they're not going to be in mint condition, but it's nice that he gave me them and that, and as a figure, it's just probably a 5 out of 10. It's not spectacular, it's just a standard plain sort of humanoid sort of character with a pig head. So, because, but yeah, I probably will use the pig slave in a figure adventure of some sort, maybe, and maybe try and give them a backstory or something, or, try and delve into you know, make a background or something, you know. And yet, you know, Doctor Who used to be famous for that, and these days it seems as though they're kind of slipping, you know. Whispermen, there's not much of a backstory with them. Silence, they're just a religious order. There's not much else we know about them. You know, there's quite a bit of mystery behind quite a lot of the aliens in the mythology of Doctor Who, or at least now there is. But I guess that then makes us more interested in those aliens and we want to know more, but the more we know, much like the Daleks, we then get sick of them. Or we know too much, you know, there's got to be sort of a balance, you know. As with the Daleks, we know way too much about them as an audience, and so we know what they're gonna do. They're gonna exterminate, you know, and so when it goes exterminate, it's not as, you know, oh my god, as it was the first ever time you saw it, you know, say that, whether it be the episode Dalek, which it was for me, or one of the really older ones from like William Hartnell or Patrick Troughton, you know. That I guess is good, you know, because everyone has their own sort of era of Daleks, but you know, because they've got such a long history in the mythology of Doctor Who, you know, they're more predictable and everyone knows lots about them because there's not much left to explore and delve into. But then there's other characters we want to delve into, but they won't, you know, such as maybe the Pig Slaves or the Silence or definitely the Whispermen for me. But yeah, it's a solid 5 out of 10 for the figure. There's not, well, I don't even really see the point of me doing the articulation. You know, you've got standard human articulation. The head actually really doesn't move. I'll do the articulation anyway, just quickly. Head doesn't move. 360 hands. No ball joint, obviously. That didn't come in later. Knee joint. No foot articulation. Waist articulation. Full 360 waist. And no head articulation, really. So, yeah, a 4 out of 10. The head sculpt is really, really nice. I doubt it can really pick up on camera how good it is, actually. But yeah, I give it a well-earned 5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.